Hello, everybody. Uh, as last week was Autism Awareness Week, so I just going to increase that, a few words about autism to increase awareness. This is about increase awareness about neurodiversity. So autism is a spectrum condition and affects the people in different ways. Like all people, autistic people have their own strength, their own weakness. There are different types of difficulties, and uh, the two main difficulties that needs to be there for the diagnosis. So we'll just go to main things. I'm going to detail about the social communication and social interaction challenges. They have difficulties in interacting both in verbal and non-verbal language like gestures and tone of voice. Some autistic people are unable to speak or have a limited speech. Other also have good language skill and but struggle to understand sarcasm or tone of voice. Other challenges include taking things literally, not understanding abstract concept, needing extra time to process the information and answer questions, repeating what others say to them. That is echolalia. Social interactions about difficulty in reading other people, others' feeling and intention, and expressing their own emotion. They can find it very hard to navigate social world. Maybe appear to be insensitive, seek out time alone when overloaded by other people, not seek comfort from other people, and appears to have strangely or in a way thought to be socially inappropriate. Find it hard to form friendship. So this is another thing is restrictive and repetitive behavior. So basically, it can seem a very unpredictable and confusing place to autistic people, why they are preferred to have routines so that they know what is going to happen next and want to travel may want to travel the same way to and from school or work, wear the same cloth, eat exactly same thing, repetitive movements like helping, rocking, use same object, opening and closing doors the same way. So all these things all to calm themselves, and when they are stressed they may do it more. Changes in the routine can be distressing for them and make them more anxious. So it's really another issue. Over or high under sensitivity for light, touch, sound, sensation. So that is another thing that can that may be hypo sometimes they have more sensitive to these things, and they can have highly focused of hobbies from fairly young. They can change over time or be lifelong. Autistic people can become experts in their special interest and often like to share their knowledge. A stereotype example in trains, but that is one of many. So like all people have give huge amount of pleasure in pursuing their interest and have and fundamental to their wide well-being and happiness. So highly focused autistics do very well in academically and in workplace, and they can also become engrossed in particular topics and activity that they neglect other aspect of life. And extreme anxiety is really common among them for many artistic people, a social situation that face the challenge for them. So it is important to learn to recognize their trigger and coping mechanism to help them reduce their anxiety. Sometimes they have difficulty in recognizing and regulation of their emotions. One third of the people have serious mental health issue, and too many have been failed by mental health service. And meltdown and shutdowns, that is really everything become too much for an autistic person, then they can go into meltdown or shutdown. That can be intense or sometimes exhausting. Meltdown can happen. It's completely overwhelmed by current situation and temporarily loses the behavioral control. The shout, scream, cry, physically kicking, out biting, exactly. Meltdowns in children are often mistaken for temper tantrum. And so the autistic children often experience hurtful comments and judgmental stares with less understanding member of the public. And shutdown is less intense outside world but can be debilitating. So response to being overwhelmed, they may appear more passive, So it basically all these things you can see that different phases that autistic peoples can have challenges. So basically that we need to know this neurodiversity, and we have to support. That is the most important thing, an issue at this point, and it is the main goal of Autism Awareness Week. Hope this helps to understand about the autism, and we will try in different session to increase this way awareness in different conditions of kids. Hope this helps you a bit, and we'll discuss another topic next week. Bye bye for today.